All right, 2 minutes.
We're on live nearly. Yep.
Right, hold on.
Just waiting people to come on.
Oh, Jimmy.
Wait for a few people coming on, guys. Just picking up now.
Yeah. Hello, anybody out there?
Yes, if anybody's there, not once for yes and twice for no.
Hi, Carol. Hiya.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Just a few people coming on. We just shout them out a little bit.
Yeah. Hiya,
Simon.
Paul.
Hello, Simon.
Hiya, Plastic Guns. Hiya, Cameron.
Richie Q, Paul Cheshire, Paul Piranha.
Just waiting for a few more to come on. How many's on now? 69.
You swear it goes up a little bit more.
What a number.
House.
Are you Exposure TV?
Hello, Exposure Exposure.
Yep, Exposure TV.
Yeah, there's another one that's supposed to own that television programme. I've also just signed a contract for ITV as well. They've got that TV programme. They're absolutely delusional, these people.
Hiya, Lee Wortley.
Hello, Lee Wortley. Brilliant. We get on with the show then. So, hello, guys. It's me, Brian Cockrell, Emma Cockrell. We've got Anthony Burkett on, and we've got Rhonda. You can...
We've got Rhonda, who was a friend of the said person who we all know who we're talking about. Yeah. So today we're just going to do like a factual like video for you with people that actually know the facts.
The truth, yeah.
It's not going to be any defamation or calling people anything that isn't true.
No crimes against people or anything. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, right, Anthony and Rhonda. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. So, Rhonda,
how did you
meet the person?
Yeah.
I met this person many years ago in my local bar. I didn't know anything about him. And then I never seen him again for quite a while, over a year. And it was actually on Facebook. He was a mutual friend with another friend of mine, and got chatting through that. So, and then we're like friends on and off to the off stage that we're at now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Andrew, you know your friends. So, when did you start seeing like flaws in the friendship? Like, if you like.
Well, it's always been very up and down.
Yeah.
The friendship has been always like on, off. And last year, I suppose last year it all kind of came to a head, didn't it? So
yeah.
And from then on, it's completely dissolved. The friendship is completely dissolved. Yes.
Yeah.
So had you heard these allegations from people from Carlisle about him and what was going on in that area?
No, no, not at all. I didn't know anything about said person. Had spoke on a couple of occasions about certain things, but no, I didn't. And then channels made us aware of well, everybody could see what was going on some of the channels, so it was out there, and then he was responding, etc. So and then it came to the forefront that I would take it a step further for myself,
right?
Yeah, to see if I was actually going to be in any kind of physical danger at any point. So that's what I set about doing, and got the truth of that matter.
Yeah, right.
Did you see the video of him on the train where he's obviously doing what he's doing himself?
Yeah.
Looking at him himself. To you, does that look normal? Because to me, it just looks abnormal for a man to stand on a train doing that in front of. There was kids on that train, women and children. It was afternoon. He stood in the mirror videoing himself. masturbating to yourself in the mirror. It just doesn't. It seems very strange to me. Sexual deviance. Did you make you get a bit worried when you see it?
I didn't think it was normal behaviour.
Yeah.
But in seeing that, I wouldn't have said that he's alone in. I'm not saying everybody gets on public transport and behaves like that.
Yeah.
But where you're talking, like, you know, people do send provocative things, and that clearly was something he did frequent and doing, isn't it?
Yeah, but to do it on a train in
a public area,
what it makes you think? What does he get up to behind closed doors?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Did he ever show any like signs of like violence or bad-tempered or anything like that when you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did argue. Everybody argues.
Yeah.
I can't see I've argued with anybody like I've argued with this person.
Was he frightening that when he was arguing with you? Were you frightened?
Towards the end stage, yeah. Yeah.
So,
did you hear about the?
That's why I never went back.
Right.
I've not been back to see him since the end of August. Yeah.
So he scared you that much that you never went back after?
Never been in his presence again since, and I won't be either, unless it's in a courtroom. Then I'm happy to see him there.
Yeah.
Did you see there was a policewoman giving her so-called allegations against him, or his ACRO, I think it was called, or DBS check, whatever it's called, and she reads on there that he was significant. This is the police officer saying,
John McLean as well.
And John McLean had gone down as well, because he was partnered with John McLean. John McLean had seen the footage on the train and stuff was sent to his wife. Made him go down because he had children, so he went to the police station, and they said they took him in and said
I actually advised him, to do that.
Right.
We had a conversation. I didn't know at the time about the images sent to his son. And when I had a conversation with John, I said, do it. You can't stop a mother from protecting our children. And so she wanted, and rightfully so.
Rightly so,
you know, she was concerned. Yeah, go for it. Get it done. Yeah.
So,
and at that same time, I decided I was going to do the same thing for myself. Yeah.
But you can't mention it outside.
Well, I'm legally bound not to talk about the disclosure still today. That still runs, yes.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
And the other people that have done the disclosure.
Well, John, I just finished. John's, he went to the police station and he asked for proof, and they said he had to have 4 or more offences. No further action. He had, I think, 6 different offences. He'd been remanded to Durham on several occasions. He's supposed to have had sex with an 11-year-old child. 11-year-old child, which is ridiculous. And these allegations. Now, if that was me, Rhonda, if that was you, or if that was you, people go to the police station, take a solicitor and say, listen, this is investigating. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't produced the ACRO. What he has produced is false ones, different people's names on. He's produced his criminal record. That's all he's done. So he hasn't come out with the truth.
And it's like they said that they deemed him like significant risk, obviously, to John. But it's concerning. I'm just like situation, and you never went back to frighten you to the point where you don't want to ever see him again, and you've been there for him. Do you know what I mean? And other times, you know, it's like not very nice, is it? To see that.
Well, that's it. And that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then there's the, you know, going to make documentaries and whatever. Crack on with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter how many documentaries you make. It doesn't change the facts and the truth. And the facts are the facts, and the truth's the truth. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
And he spoke of it himself, I suppose, in some ways.
Yeah.
And then denied it, and then I'd admit it, and then denied it.
Yeah.
You seem to do that a lot. He backtracks on. He'll say one thing, and then he keeps backtracking on things, and he'll may say one thing, catches him out, and then he goes back. So I think that's why so many people. All you have to do is go to the police station, take the solicitor with you, and prove it. And that's what John McLean said. When you prove it, I'll pay for you for a holiday in Bora Bora because he always wanted to go there. You go on that beach, pull the acro thing, and there it is. There, laugh at them all. But no, do it. So that's why John walked away from him. Can we ask Anthony Barker?
I did actually encourage for the enhancement to be done purely from a business point of view and a business perspective.
Yeah.
Because if you were that confident that there would not be any reason, you know, why you couldn't enter schools, let's say.
Yeah.
You would do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course you would.
If a school asks for that, you wouldn't, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And it's worrying that he claims to be like a mental health ambassador, things like that. It's quite that because I think he's mentally ill himself, isn't he?
No doubt. When he first spoke to me, it was about over 2 years ago. He phoned me and got my number through the internet, and Emma gave me. He said, "I'm struggling with mental health. Tell me how bad it was, and this, that, and the other." And I said, "Look, mate, do this, do it." I was helping him for about a month, and then I was getting phone calls of people saying, "Oh, he's wrong, and he's done this, he's done that." I didn't believe him because people get a bit jealousy in the boxing game. And then I told the truth. People, Gary Fairview was telling me, and I was 100% that he went into a club, went up 2 flights of stairs to grab a girl in the toilets, grabbed her, tried to sexually assault her, or did sexually assault her, and she screamed, and the door went over up, and he ran out the club. That was the one in Newcastle. So this happened in different clubs in Carlisle. I've been told of people, he sexually assaulted them. He's getting off with it all the time.
Right.
Everyone says you've done great, Rhonda, here, but there's one person said something silly. I'm just going to answer this for you. Did you record him in secret, Rhonda? No. The said person had many recordings that he did himself in many situations. When we get over to Anthony shortly, you'll probably hear some of that as well.
Well, that's true what you're saying there, Emma, because so this is the other thing. A complaint was made against myself by this person.
Yeah.
And I was invited by my local police to have a chat about it. So I went in and I had
the recordings
a chat about the conversation that was put out with him and his mother, and the other one, which is a disclosure which I can't speak about, but anyway, so, and I haven't got an app recorder on my phone. I haven't sent it to anybody. I don't know how it's there. However, he was recording quite a few people and sending, and a lot of them went into the documentary files because he was going to make a documentary about it. So literally everybody, a lot of people were recorded.
Even the telephone.
But he didn't just send them to me; he sent them to other people as well. So.
Well, there's been that many recordings out of him where he even recorded talking to his own mother and stuff, hasn't he?
I mean, imagine bringing your own mother into it.
But a lot of people got paranoid that I was recording the calls.
No, it was definitely not Rhonda. It was the person who we're talking about. Someone's just put the thing, he interviewed kids for a Liverpool crime documentary. He should not be allowed near any children if he is at risk.
Well, he won't be.
Because they don't know, do they?
They'll stop.
They won't know, will they?
Yeah, they will stop it.
No, do they? As soon as he gets known, they'll be on him.
Yeah, well, we have to do. We speak that to Anthony Barker. But Anthony, can you tell me how you became friends with him and how you found out what he was about? Can you just put your... Yeah.
So do you know when we was on lockdown, weren't allowed out? At the beginning, on lockdown.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed out, was we, for a bit?
That's right.
And I seen him online. I thought he was an actor, bare knuckle champion, whatever else. And I stick up for people. I've always done it. And I seen him getting a load of grief online. And even though I didn't know him, I thought he'd come across all right. So I started sticking up for him. And then, over months, hundreds of people were telling me, stay away from him. He'll get you locked up. Stay away from him. He'll shit on you. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't go on rumours. I go on paperwork on anyone. Because people are jealous out there or haters or whatever. So I told all these people, get me the paperwork on him. and I'll get rid of him. Then I start seeing things like wanking in train toilets, wanking in dad's rocking chairs, and I thought, I'm not into that carry on. But in that time I'm sticking up for him, as lads do, I say, I don't get on with my kid's mother. I don't see my kids because, in a way, when you've done loads of jail, it's not right on the kids anyway, is it?
Yeah.
Because you'd be seeing them, and then if you went back to jail, you're not seeing them, are you?
Yeah.
So I told him all this. I don't get on with my kid's mother. She hates me. She's poisoned my kids, blah, blah, blah. That's her choice. She's still a good mother. And then he was doing like sly things and like things I was asking him. I was saying, like, when do you get paid for these films? And he was saying, I get 10 grand in 8 months' time. And I thought, I'm not daft, mate. Things he was coming out with, do you know what I mean? Oh, what film company pays you? Blah, blah, blah. 8 months later.
Yeah.
So, and then I got all the evidence, seen the paperwork on him, got rid of him. And I messaged him. I've got all the messages. Don't ever talk to me again, Jimmy Savile. Blah, blah, blah. So he messages me 10 times. What do you mean? I've said I'm your friend. What do you mean? Do you love me? And that. I'm like, I didn't reply. And then when he's been nice trying to get back pally with me, it hasn't worked because I don't go near Jimmy Savile's or police informers. So after he's trying to be nice to try and get back in with me, after that didn't work, he sent me a voice recording. And he said, I know you're a pure naughty cunt, Tony. You might come and chop my neck off, but deal with the police. I thought, wait there, I've just stuck up for you. Tortured everyone for you, your enemies. And you're on about ringing police on me. You know what I mean? And then he's gone online and like tried to get in touch with my daughter and my kid's mother. Weird stuff like that proper men don't do.
Yeah.
Did you ever, sorry to bother you, interrupt you, Anthony, did you, I heard some like disturbing recordings that he'd done himself on about James English and stuff.
So what he'd done, sorry for butting in.
It's okay.
He'd gone on YouTube under one of his fake accounts, one of his many fake accounts, and put my phone number on YouTube in a comment section. Yeah.
Right.
So what he's done is he's put that comment and he's come straight to WhatsApp to me. This is before I got rid of him, just a week before or something. Anthony, quick, someone's put your phone number on YouTube. Someone's gobbing about you. Quick, get on YouTube. And it was him. It was him under a fake account. And he went, it can only be James English. Don't mess about. Get the machete out to him.
My word. Is that
trying to blame James for him putting a comment under a fake account because James won't go on his podcast because he knows he's a Jimmy Savile and wanted me to chop him up. Jealous.
So he tried to incite you to
Imagine.
Yes, trying to blame James because I had a little tiff with James. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my word!
Because he went on. James went on his podcast. His views would go massive overnight, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And he was jealous because he won't go on.
Yeah.
And then James ended up reporting him because he knows he's a Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. And he was recording all them conversations himself.
He's recorded gangsters, Paddy, Kevin, Harry, Bob, police officers, his mother, everyone. He's recorded everyone. That can only be for two reasons. He's got a police handler, or if you shit on him, he's got information on you to try and blacken your name. It can only be for two reasons. He's rather telling on people or using his information against you.
How did he get you arrested, Anthony?
So what he's done to my kid's mother is probably manipulated my kid's mother and gone, oh, when I was pals with Tony, he said he used to batter you or used to cheat on you or something, you know, to blag her, even though she hates me anyway. So then he's got her. Then he's probably said, oh, he never wants to see his kids or something when he was pals with me. So then he's got her. So then they've all tried, because they hate me, the kid's mother's husband, all three of them have got together and planned to bait me, you know, to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Like for me to carry on or something.
Yeah.
So and then I put a status up on Facebook about the kid's mother's husband, what he'd done to a 14-year-old. I put about Jimmy Savile, what he'd done to a 13 and 14-year-old. So if I've said them disgusting things and they are not true, I would get done, wouldn't I? Obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get arrested for my daughter. Never spoke to her in 25 years. Harassment on my daughter. She rang me 25 years out at Blue. She rang me. As you know, criminally minded. How can you get done when they ring you? She's only rung me carrying on because of him, Jimmy Savile. He's got them all involved. My own fucking kids. You know what I mean? Because he knows it's the only thing.
Yeah.
He knows it's the only thing that gets to a proper man. His kids, innit?
Yeah.
So they've all tried to bait me to go like kick doors off or get in trouble or something. It hasn't worked. So I get arrested for my daughter, even though she just rung me. That was it. Harassment, but she rung me. And while I was there, they thought I was having a stroke. Because you know when you're innocent and you get arrested, you kick off, don't you? So when I'm at the desk at the police station, there's about 20 coppers behind the desk. I'm doing the fucking train journey, what he's doing. And I'm going, you've got me in here for that dirty Jimmy Savile when he's sat in a fucking train toilet pulling his fucking big salami. And they went, your rad's due, Tony. You know, all these coppers. I said, you have, he's a proper dirty bastard and you've got me in here for him. Anyway, they take me phones, blah, blah, blah. John McLean makes a statement on me because he believed Jimmy Savile's lies. John McLean thought he was innocent because he showed him a fake DBS. He told him his brother's got a disclosure, but the brother, Jimmy Savile's brother, has got a non-disclosure. That means the police have gone to him and wouldn't disclose what his brother, Jimmy Savile, is. Because if the brother knew what Jimmy Savile had done to kids and women and everyone, there would be big kickoffs, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So what he tried to get you remanded?
Yeah, so he tried to finger me that. They bailed me. And then over the months, it was going on and on and on. And they were waiting for my devices to come back.
Right.
And then it changed from a normal officer to a detective sergeant. And I thought, why is that when the crime's committed by anyone, don't carry nothing, the summary offences. Yeah. They're not serious enough for a detective sergeant.
Exactly.
What they've done, the so-called victims, they must have cried, you know, like they do so-called pretend victims. Well, he don't leave us alone and blah, 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 and we're scared to death of him. And so that's why the detective sergeant took the case over. So I went to sign bail, and again, the first day I seen the detective sergeant in the front of the police office, or the front desk, and I straight kicked off of him. Again, you've got me in here for that fucking dirty Jimmy Savile bastard. You know what he is. And he's gone, Anthony, I've gone, what? He's gone, I'm going to arrest you now, public order. So after 1 minute meeting him, Brian, he was going to lock me up again.
Right.
So then I've calmed down, and he's gone, listen, Anthony, we know them 3 people have lied to get you arrested. He told me the truth, even though he was investigating me. He said, we know what that Jimmy Savile, not saying his name, Jimmy Savile, we know what he is, but we're not allowed to tell you what he is. So basically, the police were telling me he's a beast.
Yeah.
But in their own words.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get bail over months, and then Jimmy Savile rings me one day, trying to kiss me ass, saying he was in York and he'll come and meet me and we'll sort it out and we'll be men, blah, blah, blah. And as you've all heard the recordings, he's saying he's a proper man, he'll come and meet me. So I say, get to my fucking sisters now, because he knew he won't come near me. He will never, ever come near me. So when I've said, come to my sisters, he went, instead of saying, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes, he's saying, oh, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to say sorry online to you and all that? Weirdo, innit?
Yeah.
So when he's saying, I'll come to you now in York, swearing on his mother's life, do you know where he was? 400 miles away in Montrose.
Yeah. So
swearing on his fucking mother's life that he was in
York.
York.
He got Danny Christie jail as well, didn't he?
Yeah. So what he'd done, he was recording the calls while I was on bail.
Yeah.
So he was perverting the course of justice by calling me.
That's right.
Recording me. He wanted them recordings. He gave them recordings to John McLean, and he asked John, he said, can you edit these calls? And so Tony's admitting that me, Jimmy Savile, him, Tony's admitting that he's not a nonce. He wanted something weirdly that I've, like all the public have believed me that is not a nonce if I say it. That's what he wanted. And he said, can you edit the calls to make Tony out like a bad and a wrong and a grass, a sex case or something? And John, luckily for me, refused.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
He's honest as days long. He's a nice, respectable man, and he's a gentleman.
What John thought, two or whatever things, he thought I might have like gone to see him after all this thing for what he'd done to me, making a statement. Or he used his common sense and thought, you've had him arrested, you've taped him while he's on bail, and you're trying to use me to do whatever. I don't want to get done for no perjury or perversion.
He would be done then for perverting the course of justice.
Yes, bang on, Brian. You know what I mean? That's what John thought. So from John making a statement on me, then over the months while I'm still on bail, John, as the child protection sex offender management team, go around to his house. And I was on the phone to him 2 minutes before they come. I said, ring me after they've gone. So he's rung me after they've gone. I said, yes or no. So all this months we've been waiting to see if he's a Jimmy Savile or not. He said, I've thrown my phone at wall. I thought, oh, it must be a no then. It must be, even though it's a sex case, it can't be a whatever to the police. He said, no, everyone's been right all along. They've deemed him a serious risk to children and women.
So how did you get? It was John McLean actually went and got you, told the truth about you, wasn't it, Anthony?
What he'd done, he believed Jimmy Savile because what he does to black people, he gives them the fake DBS. He tells them the ex-copper Mark Stevens has verified him. He should be shut down. Running a gym with 6-year-old kids in it. Exactly. Said he's verified Jimmy Savile.
That's true. That.
Do you know what I mean?
100% true. I know that for a fact.
Karma Corners in the chat would like to say to him, he did a lot of work exposing this person as well.
Corner.
We love what Karma. You all right, bro?
Yeah, good lad, Karma.
So, Rhonda, did he show signs of like erratic behaviour while you were friends, or was that right throughout the friendship?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So this last meeting you had with him, I mean, for you to be scared like that, so I reckon he is capable of being violent against women. I believe in that police report, I believe there was things where he'd, what was it, threatened to burn people's
houses down,
and he paid someone to do it.
Yeah.
Blooming heck.
But obviously giving all the info to the handler, he keeps getting away with everything, doesn't he?
But what you forgot to tell him is that copper who runs the man who runs the gym in Montrose is a policeman.
Yeah,
well, Mark is his friend. Very strange, that, isn't it?
And he said,
well, I didn't actually know that until recently.
He said he's fully verified him.
Yeah,
which is bullshit.
Yeah. So it's absolutely crazy.
So if it wasn't for John McLean, you'd probably be in jail, wouldn't you?
Right. So like John McLean was against me because he believed Jimmy Savile. But and then when John McLean got Jimmy Savile's, when he got the child protection unit placed to his house, and they told him that Jimmy Savile is a dangerous risk to kids and women. He's not allowed around any kids whatsoever unless you have to report him. That's from the police. That's not the public, me, or any haters or trolls. Or there's no trolls. They've just exposed him.
And that's what the policewoman from Carlisle says on the internet. Exact same thing.
She's telling the truth. She's telling what they told John McLean. They're telling the truth.
Police stations telling the same thing.
If them recordings was fake, how did someone get arrested for making it public? There wouldn't be a crime, would there?
No.
There would be no crime.
And shout out to Humble Dryer and all the people who work behind the scenes on bringing this man down as well. But like you say, it's nothing. It's like he's got off with it again, hasn't he? Got off for certain things.
I honestly don't think he should be on YouTube. I don't think he should be allowed to groom people here, because that's what he does, Anthony. He grooms me. He did it with me. He's so good.
Manipulate.
He's so good at integrating and grooming you. So what's he like if there's kids on it you don't know? So I don't think he should be on a YouTube. I really think they should take him down for good.
He was asking me
all
to
they have to do YouTube is confirm it. All they have to do YouTube, confirm it with the police, and they'll get the proof off them.
I tell you what, let's me, you, Paddy, all go to the law shop and let's ask them, say, who's the risk to kids and women out of us four?
Yeah.
And the only point to one man, Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've just put Cam Corner's comment up there. The biggest fear is after the Clare's Law, what else would we find if we managed to see his full history and his NFAs and convictions in Scotland?
Dread to think.
Spot on.
Back to Rhonda.
Back to Rhonda.
Yes, Rhonda.
So,
sorry, love.
So, Rhonda, what type of behaviour did you see that you said like you think wasn't right?
Sometimes, Emma, it wasn't a case of crazy all day, every day, but yeah, a lot of drama, constant drama around him, and not blown hot and cold all the time. Various things come into account of.
Yeah.
What medication he might take or alcohol he might consume, just things like that. And here I've had a drink and I've had a blowout as well. So so not alone in that.
What we the same as what you were getting. Yeah, 1 minute you'd be great, next minute you scream and shout. 1 minute you'd be brilliant, next minute you scream and shout. Yeah.
You'd be blocked.
Right.
For weeks. Then unblocked, or he will block me, and it was like that, swings and roundabouts, very heckle and jive.
Do you know when he said he had a breakdown ages ago for 5 days?
Yeah.
Do you know when he told the public he had a breakdown, mental health, trying to blag the public?
Yeah.
Where was he, Rhonda?
Here with me for part of it, and then I took him back to Carlisle. I took him back to the house.
Because he's screaming on there, Rhonda.
Go on.
He said on there, Rhonda, I've been sectioned for 5 days. My head's gone and screaming, so that was all made up. Which that's the best.
It was all hiding behind Rhonda's sofa.
There's a lot of positive.
Yeah, but while he was here, I did. There's a story behind that, but anyway, because of certain behaviours, and he was quite emotional. I was concerned.
Yeah.
I made phone calls to his doctor and his mental health nurse, and made appointments, thinking like, he's got an appointment, he'll go, fail to turn up. Changed his number, failed to take any of the calls, because obviously in COVID time, a lot of your calls to you were all like, and he was here and not where he resides.
Right.
So being in another country to see someone mental health wise in this country, they haven't got the follow-up plan, so they can't do it.
Right.
So you would have had to have gone back. But anyway, so yeah, I did. I supported and tried to help him in all aspects of his life to try and improve it, and then he just totally turned, and everything and all of this then become my fault, and I started. He was then targeting me. Yeah.
So he was
probably still is gonna. Yeah, he's, let's face the facts. It's not just gonna.
He couldn't do fucking.
Stop now, really, is it?
Yeah.
So do you feel like fearful of him, Rhonda?
Well, if he was in my presence, I would be. Yeah, you'd obviously have to fight to. I would say you'd have to fight to save your life, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd have to do whatever to keep yourself safe. So I do, and I am.
Yeah. Good on you.
Yeah, good. It's absolutely awful, like what you've been through, and there's a lot of comments saying how proud people are of you for speaking out tonight, and it is.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Listen, can I just say something?
Yes, you can.
I don't see my kids, and I get my mates when I know the line to swear my kids' lives on, and then I know the truth. I swear my kids may they die an horrible death, and I would go jump off a bridge if he want a serial sex offender. If I'm lying, I'll go jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
In front of anyone, on a live, and kill myself.
Evidence, Anthony, there's too much evidence yourself. Us, people we know from Carlisle, people we know from Newcastle, people we know from Scotland.
It's not the public saying it, is it? It's the police forces. Every police
force.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's not just something that. And another thing to point out is, this person actually put names to everything. I know when John had the team turn up at his house, no names were disclosed.
Yeah.
You know, they don't disclose names. He was the one that attached names, which, I mean, that in itself, you know, so.
He used to tell Rhonda, Tony's going to chop me up. How weird's that? How would he know what I'm going to do?
Because that's the thing, he's got the power over people.
And he's paranoid for all the badness he's done, isn't he?
You know why he's paranoid? He's got anxiety because he's waiting to get done in. That's not,
yeah, well, that's what he was so, you know, convinced about, was that I'd put out paperwork that I never had. Never ever had any people. Still haven't got any people. Never seen any paperwork.
Yeah.
When he goes to his parents' house, he has to go head shopping.
Like,
you know when you have to go head shopping when he was a kid? He has to go head shopping.
People are saying there's no evidence. What I would suggest people do is
do a Clare's Law.
I would all do a Clare's Law yourself.
Sarah's
say you're thinking about
doing a podcast with him.
Thinking about doing a podcast with him, because that's the only way. Because obviously he's not going to ever show his paperwork.
No, but if he was innocent, he'd show it, wouldn't he?
But you could easily
prove him.
Ask the police yourself.
Don't believe us. Believe the police.
Yeah. It's not us saying it.
And he is evidence, because we've actually heard recordings, and we know people to be 100% truthful, like John McLean.
How dumb are people when he's on a recording to his own mother? How dumb?
Yeah. Oh, that was insane.
He recorded everything. That's the point.
I mean,
and then had me invited to a police station for things that he'd already done.
Right, what you knew, yeah.
Yeah.
He told me when I was on bail what he is. What more do you want?
Which I made them aware of when I went to see them.
Right.
When I went to sit down and have the conversation. Yeah. He'd actually even recorded that police officer.
What, in the police recordings?
That had a chat with me. So yeah.
So
the police are taking the piss
totally ironic that I would be sitting there being asked questions about this when he'd already recorded him and put him out on his channel, you know. I think it's glaringly obvious what's happened, isn't it? So
it's preventing the course of justice again doing that to record a police officer in his duty talking to you.
But it generates money, you see. It generates money for the channel. When you're on the dole, you know, that's just what happens, isn't it? You need the money coming in. You still, and then you'll get your rent paid, maybe a tax rebate or whatever. So it's all cushy, isn't it? And then that extra bit income, however extra that income is.
Yes.
Why don't he just be a man and do what he says?
Listen, True Media is saying if you need info and recordings,
they're all on True Media.
They're all on True Media, all the conversations, all the stuff about the police, saying what he is and everything, it's all on there. He's got all the conversations there, he's got them all recorded.
Yeah, they don't have to do now. Just go to your local police station or fill the form in online. I'm thinking about doing a podcast with Jimmy Savile.
Oh, thank you, Karma Corner. Sorry, Anthony. Karma Corner's just saying he's going to put a video together showing all the evidence in one video and title this. This is a proof you need to see.
This is what we need to do.
We get it made by the weekend.
He needs getting off that internet.
For fence sitters.
I'm not being disrespectful. I wouldn't make a witch hunt on anyone. I wouldn't do this on my name. I wouldn't do this. You know I'm not a liar. But this man, what he's doing and what he's done and what he's going to do again. If we don't do something about it, he's going to really see his head.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because that in itself, where I'm being accused of recording people, you know, some unfortunately have believed that. So people then become paranoid talking to me, thinking I'm actually recording everyone.
Yeah,
everybody is doing that, or they were doing that. I mean, how unfair is that in itself? And he wants to call me a liar and see that I was sitting in the same room as him and his mother doing that. I did actually sit in the same room and have a conversation with him. It wasn't recorded, but it was a lot more shocking than what is on the recording. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't actually had a chance to speak or any of those things. I've actually kept it all to myself. There's no way where I've spoke. No. Yeah, he's, you know, making videos all the time and generating money off it, off the back of a lie, actually, which is wrong.
He's only got that behaviour from somewhere,
these things when it affects other human people in their reality life.
Yeah.
Do you think, in your mind, as an opinion, do you think people are at risk through him?
He's prolific.
He's very manipulating, isn't he? He wants his own way.
Yeah.
I mean, look what he's doing, what he's saying. Perfect example. Anthony's just been talking about his child, getting in touch with them. What they're on about with your stepson, same sort of tactics, isn't it?
Deflection.
And it's not just like one or two people; it's quite a lot of people.
And then saying like Brian batters
Why
me.
would you want all that drama in your life? I wouldn't want it for me. I don't want any of it for me.
What it is, Rhonda, Anthony, people who call people it's grassy, they're talking about themselves. He's a paedophile. He's beating his wife up. They're talking about themselves. It's the
don't the phone calls to the police.
I haven't grassed anybody up. I didn't go to the police.
No, not you.
Nobody went to the police about me. That's the thing.
No, they're on about him.
I'm on about him.
I know what you're saying. I totally understand that is what you're saying.
You're an horse's ass, but you're not a grass.
9 down 10 out of 10, it's them who talk about themselves. They take the heat off themselves. They sit there with paranoia, like that stigma, like you said. When they get done in, someone's going to find out. They know it's me. They sit paranoid, and they start taking drugs, and then they get even more paranoid. And then they fault the police, grassing people up, making statements against people. But it's all his own delusional head. No one's doing anything. It's him who keeps coming out.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress and drama, like it was.
Someone said even his own mum said one more.
For that now, eh?
Someone's saying even his own mum said in the recording one more time.
How does no one not believe that recording of his own mother?
His own mum, yeah. Because he said, something about burning. Oh, yeah, I remember when you were going to burn the house down, Decker, she said.
If you get caught again, they won't let you off this time.
Someone's asked you a question. One day he said, do you think his folks are complicit in all of it?
I think
the dad's been at it as well.
They all know.
Yeah, they all know, yeah. Well, his mum said,
they all know, they're all protected.
You did do it, you did threaten to burn that man's house down. He went, no, that was it. No, you did. They came around here, the police, and so his mum's even grassed him up, but not knowing he's been recording it.
And you know that other victim, and that other one, and that other one.
Yeah.
How many victims does you want to think? And people are supporting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, saying how strong you are under and determined. Yeah. So is there anything more you both want to
say before we finish?
Well, yeah, I'm on about me. So when he got me locked up, the copper were fair. He said, when your devices come back, Anthony, we're looking into all three of you, meaning the persons that grassed me up and me. If anything comes back on your devices, everyone that's done whatever will be charged. So obviously, he'd been asking me to torture kids, women, enemies, everything in my devices. So what he basically done was grass me up and lied to the police. But in my phone, all the evidence was on him.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
So backtracked on what he's done. He's trying to get you done.
Really? He like told on himself. It was weird.
Yeah.
He'd done that, which is what he did.
So he keeps calling me a troll as well. How come he tried to drop the investigation on me then? Do you know what I mean? And how come the detective inspector said, Anthony, there's no evidence whatsoever in his devices that he committed a crime against you. So stick that up your fucking fat pipe, Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Not one bit of evidence I did anything to him. All I did was stick up for that Jimmy Savile before I knew what he was. And because I got rid of him, he tried the evil way to go to a man's kids. You don't go to a man's kids. You go to the man himself.
It's not the first time he's done it. He's done it, like Rhonda said, over and over again. The same MO every time. If you don't comply with what I do, I'll get you and I'll get you done and I'll get this sent.
Gary Taz Carroll is just saying, Brian and Emery asked me to hurt Anthony. That's facts. That's insane, isn't it?
There
So
you
you Anthony to ask you to hurt people. Then he's asking Gary Taz Carroll. So it makes you scared to think how many people he's trying to get.
But they all tell me. That's the best thing. They all tell me what he tried doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They all shit on him because they all know what he is.
And how many more has he done you don't know about?
He asked Gary to say to me he was dating my daughter. How fucking paedophile-ish is that? Not that Gary's a bad man.
That's to get you fighting with him, isn't it? That? Yeah.
That's what he does. He
Evil man.
The reason why we're doing this short tonight is because we realise how brave Rhonda's been, and we just wanted like a little one tonight, and hopefully, like in the future, we can talk again. But we just wanted to get it out there that Rhonda was his friend. He did scare her that much in the last time she saw him that she won't ever see him again. So not only is he a risk to women and children in sexual ways, he's also obviously got violent tendencies as well. But we don't want to put you through too much. And Anthony, you were mentioned on the video by him today, so obviously we just wanted to put your point across. Everyone's entitled to reply.
Why don't he just be a man instead of talking on videos? And if you've got a problem with someone, just go see him. It's embarrassing. Exactly. It's cowardly, isn't it? It's cowardly.
Yeah. Well, I think good video, doesn't he? And a truthful one.
That camera corner, and thank you very much for everyone listening to us.
He'll put the facts up again, so because there's a few people in the chat not believing what we're saying. So
well, you're always going to get somebody who believes.
Oh, it's the internet.
It's never. Jesus Christ was the greatest man.
See, that doesn't bother me at all. Like because I do actually know the truth, and Derek knows that I know the truth.
Yeah, I know.
We know you're telling the truth.
And everyone knows.
So I'm not really bothered what anybody else's opinion of it is.
No, you're not telling the truth. Just saying, Karma Corner's actually going to put some truthful facts out there,
it's got recordings
with the recordings and stuff, and let people, for the fence sitters, to see again. Do you know what I mean? Because it's mad to see how many followers this person still has after the things that have gone on. So
would you be my mate if I messed with an 11-year-old? You won't.
Would you? Would you let him babysit?
And I won't be your mate.
Would you let him babysit your kids? That's what I would say to someone. Would you let him babysit your kids?
I won't let him babysit Eli.
Exactly.
So
right, I'd like to thank Rhonda. Thank you very, very much, and God bless you.
All right,
thanks for having us.
Anyone check the toilets for Jimmy Savile? He's gone missing.
Thank you so much, Rhonda, and you're so brave. You really are, honestly.
No worries.
And I'm always here for you, Rhonda, anytime.
And if anyone wants to know the truth, go to the police. They'll tell you straight away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll visit your house and tell you what he is.
Can you repeat that again, Anthony? If anyone
doesn't believe it, go to the police. The child protection people will come straight to your house and warn you that is a serious danger to kids and women. He's not allowed around kids. He's not even allowed around his brother's kids. If someone sees him around his brother's kids or his nieces and report him, the kids get took off them. That's a fact.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's blacked his brother as well.
Thank you very, very much, Anthony. We love you.
Offer me out, Jimmy Savile, you shit house. You fucking
Everyone says thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Right, corner. Get up.
Right, thank you, everyone. Right, bye.
Bye. Love you all. Positive.
Bye.